Good morning, and welcome to this week's episode of Tiger Vision News. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kooper. And TVN starts right now.
Congratulations to March Seniors of the Month, Connor Landers and Rosie Glover.
FCA and Teens for Christ will be meeting in the old gym today, and Mr. Stiles will be speaking. Please bring your lunch and join us.
Now, if you'll please join us for a moment of silence.
Would you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, The Tiger's Den, Garrett Family Funeral Home, Fort Gibson State Bank, Fort Gibson Nursing Home, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
The library is starting its March Madness event, where 16 books will go head-to-head to see which one is Fort Gibson's favorite.
To nominate a book, go to the school website, then to the high school library page, and follow the link.
The National Honor Society is sponsoring the Red Cross Blood Drive on Wednesday, March 13th in the Old Gym from 8:30 to 1:30 p.m.
If interested, see Madeline O'Loughlin, Lorelei Much, Rachel Wood, or Caitlin Bowden to set up an appointment. You must be 17 years or older to donate or have a signed parent's permission slip.
Remember to bring your ID or a transcript from the office if you don't have an ID.
Yearbooks are now being sold for $45 from now until April 22nd. So if you haven't purchased a yearbook, then you should probably do so. Hey Kooper, what's your favorite subject?
I would have to say that my favorite subject would be history.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you wanted to know more about the history of Fort Gibson, our own little hometown, you can take a walk down to the new gym. Here's more.
Have you walked through the hallway to the Harrison Fieldhouse lately? If not, you should really come check it out, because where there was once blue masking tape, there are now plaques commemorating our town's history.
Well, the idea for the History Hall was set up by Mr. Glover, our former superintendent. He went to the Education Foundation of Fort Gibson Schools with the idea. Mr. Glover then contacted a couple of different groups, one being a former student who's going to UCO at this time that works in graphic arts, Taylor Gandreth, to see if she could help design the placards that were going to go up. And then also our history group, through Mr. Kunzman, was also contacted. And the History Club itself was used to help research the material that was going to be on the placards and just fact check everything that was going to be on the panels once they were put up. So after all of this come together, after a lot of work, a lot of time, it took over a year to get everything taken care of. Now our history wall is all complete.
The History Hall has some amazing information on our own hometown. So the next time you walk to the new gym, take a moment and learn a little more about Fort Gibson. This is Matthew reporting for Tiger Vision News.
The history wall is very nice and also very informative. If you haven't gotten a chance to go see it, you definitely should, and marvel at all the effort that was put into it. Now let's go to Dallas for this week's weather.
Today will be mostly cloudy with afternoon highs in the upper 40s. Tomorrow, Saturday will be much colder with a brisk north wind and highs in the lower 40s. Then on Sunday, it will be very cold and windy with the highs only in the low 20s and wind chills in the single digits with a good chance of a wintry mix changing over to snow. Light accumulation is possible that day. Next week, temperatures will start with highs only in the 20s and slowly rising throughout the week, from the mid-30s to the mid-40s by Wednesday. Be careful of these next few days when going outside or traveling, and be sure to maintain your vehicles in these low temperatures. Because of the polar vortex currently in effect, Cold effects will be moving in and out, causing much colder days and making temperatures susceptible to change. So be sure to check daily in case there are any unusual changes. I'd like to thank Channel 6 for running this week's weather graphic, and now, a word from one of our sponsors.
Heath Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services, such as Stihl chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, Johnsert mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
This year's prom will be April 6th at Kilherran's Lodge in Muskogee.
Prom tickets can be purchased from Mrs. Lobaugh. She will be stationed outside the art room before and after school and in between classes, and in the student union during lunch.
Ticket prices will increase to $30 starting Monday and increase price $10 a week until the week of prom, where they will jump up to $100. And no one will be allowed to purchase a ticket until all holds are taken care of. So please check into the office to make sure that you are not on the holds list.
Sophomores are allowed as guests, but a junior or senior must purchase their ticket and accompany them to the prom. Any student who earned a free ticket through fundraising must claim their free ticket to be put on the guest list.
Anyone interested in helping with prom should come to the art room after school Monday, March 4th. And now let's go to Dawson for this week's Tiger Sports Update.
Hey Tigers, our wrestlers attended state last week with Cade Waltman placing third at 145 pounds in 4A and Grant Edwards placing third at 113 pounds in 4A. Congratulations to our wrestlers. Our basketball team completed their season and then with a record of 13-13, our Lady Tigers, ranked number 4, played in area against Grove yesterday, and at the time of this recording we do not have the results. We wish them the best. Last Tuesday, our baseball team participated in a skirmish against Muskogee. They will play Poto and Quito tomorrow at 11. And on Tuesday, they'll play at McAllister at 5. Today, our soccer teams will play at Glenpool at 6 and 8. And on Tuesday, they will play Verdigris here at 5 and 7. This has been Tiger Sports, and now a word from our sponsors.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Senior interviews are on March 6th, so be sure to dress appropriately and have a printed copy of your resume ready.
Also, seniors, see Miss Imhoff to get candy bars to sell for your senior fundraiser.
Now, let's head over to Noah for this week's episode of Riddle Me This.
Schools teach us that intelligence is measured by how well we do on tests, but I'm here to prove that intelligence is measured by how well you perceive a question. This is Riddle Me This.
You ready for a riddle?
Yes. Yes.
Alright. If I have 10 apples and you take 4, how many apples do you have? I have 10 apples and you take 4, how many apples do you have? If I have 10 apples and you take 4, how many apples do you have? If I have 10 apples and you take 4, how many apples do you have?
0?
Nope.
6.
Nope.
This is confusing. 6.
Nope.
7.
Nope.
4.
Yeah.
4.
Yep.
That's so confusing. Basically 4.
Yep.
4.
Yep.
That's all the time I have for this week. See you next week on Tiger Vision News.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of TVN. I'm Cooper.
And I'm Matt. We'll catch you next week for more Tiger Vision News.